Welcome, Virgo, to your love reading for September 24th to the 30th of 2018. And we're going to see what's going on with you, Virgo. So this is going to be a 10-card Celtic cross spread. All right. And I'm going to shuffle the cards a bit, and then we're going to see as I lay them out. I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to come right back and let you know what I see. All right. For Virgo. Do it a bit different this week. September 24th to the 30th of 2018. Okay. So here we go. So as we look into the week, I feel for many of you, your energy might be shifting towards either you or another person. Now, I feel, well, your love interest could be, well, two different people that you might be focused on. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and then you have an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There might be someone else, but I feel here that a lot of you might be having a struggle with moving on from someone who has betrayed you in some way. All right. And I feel like it's constantly running over the same thing in your head, constantly over and over and over again, and it has you kind of in this loop that you feel like you really want to free yourself from, but it's very hard. And I feel like this might be a karmic tie that you had with someone. It could be a water sign for some, but maybe last week or the weekend you may have been around a water sign or someone that gave out that kind of energy that did please you, that brought you some kind of comfort, that kind of maybe gave you something. You could have been thinking about ways to kind of do what that particular person has done for themselves in some way if they may have been around you, and you kind of took some advice. Maybe you didn't let them know, but you may have kind of gave up this kind of vibe to say, well, if I have not been being treated right by a certain person or a relationship, romantic partner, I might need to separate from that particular person, and I might need to not lose my cool. Maybe I need to keep an emotional balance and try to just do what I need to do and just feel that I'm doing the right thing for me right now based off of how I've been treated, the energy that may have been coming back to me, and focus on those that might really deserve or really desire to be around my energy, in some way. So I feel like there may have been a learning curve or something like that. So it could have been anyone, but I feel like that's you doing the best that you can do when it comes to how you might be feeling towards somebody. And you could be literally healing still from something or someone that you might have had an intense connection with. And I feel this week might be very tough for you because you might really be trying to get closer to somebody. You might be trying to get through to somebody, but it's not really happening just yet. And as you try, it's like they deny, and it's like you're not sure of what it takes, what it's going to take to be able to open up to them or get them to open up to you, because that particular person might be exploring their options, so to speak, or having their options open. And in one instance, you might say, okay, that's okay. But in another instance, you're feeling like you don't really want to lose or miss out on the opportunity to be with that particular person. So it's like you kind of give up, but you still kind of leave the door open a bit for that particular person to kind of come back around or to open up to you in some way. And you might be dealing with someone who or sense is treating someone else or giving someone else, maybe to an ex-partner or someone that they may be involved with. Now, this could be you as well if you're involved with an ex-partner or someone that you may have a child with, or someone that you have been close to romantically. And I feel like that you're either watching what's going on, you have an idea about what's going on, but you can't really get the evidence in some way, but you kind of sense these things might be happening. And also for some of you, you might be asking someone if they're going to pay for child support, how they're going to handle certain things when it comes to the connection, what's going to come of this. So I feel right now what's needing to happen is energetically you're needing to really just focus on your energy right now, trying to do your best to heal from some things, because I feel, if I'm not mistaken, that the energies for the Aries full moon, I believe that activates your 8th house of death and transformation and joint resources, taxes and things like that, where it might be very intense and it comes through where you might not be feeling at your best. Confidence could be challenged. You might really want people to kind of recognize you and your worth in some way. but that could be kind of it's like someone pulling the seat from under you in a way, so you feel like you might be kind of falling in a no man's land. But I feel right now it's in your best interest to try to focus on career and stay away from anybody who is kind of draining you in some way. I feel it's really important for you to go around those that might kind of uplift you, and only focus on those people. If you feel like you're knocking at somebody's door and they're not answering, then step away from that particular person right now. It doesn't mean that they're not interested in being around you. They might be focused on other things. So it's in your best interest to focus on something else as well, I feel. So for some of you, your love interest or you might be going through some financial concerns right now. You might be having a tough issue because they might not be letting you know about these things. So you could kind of just cling on a bit and be unsure of their motives. So I feel like just be mindful about your energy this week for sure. When you have the card of true love, it says this is the romance of a lifetime and engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is taking time. I feel maybe it was in your best interest for either you or your romantic partner to be single, to free themselves up from somebody that they've been close to. And even though you want to get close to that person, they may still be kind of trying to find closure with someone from their past. And I feel like that's important. So the best thing that you can do is focus on different things, do something that you haven't been doing before. Don't that excite you? Try to do something that you haven't been doing before. That can kind of interest you, maybe to travel, to go out and talk to a different group of people, to do something creatively that you might not have done before, or to talk to someone that's outside of your comfort zone, whether it's a race, whether they're a different spiritual background. Doesn't have to be, it just depends on how that might interest you, whoever might interest you, a different zodiac sign than you. It just depends there, but I do see one, two, well, you got 4 people here. So 3 older people, and then you have a child that's showing up in the reading for a lot of you. But I do feel like your love interests, they might be trying to give you something to appease you in some way to make sure that you're good. But some of you might be just a bit like you're overwhelmed from someone giving you too much, and you might not be ready for it just yet. Some of you might be going through something like that. So just be mindful about what's going on in your partner as well. Some of you, they may be in school, or they may be trying to learn a few different things, just trying to enhance their self-esteem when it comes to things that they might learn, their knowledge, and making sure that they might be on your level in some way, especially if you've been going to school, learning different things, and you might not feel, they don't feel like they match up. Or they equate in some ways. So that's going to be your reading. All right, tons of love to you, lots of light, tons of healing. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com, schedule something for you. All right, have a good one.